Hello friends, once again welcome to Abhyas Training Institute. As we are discussing about file management in LabVIEW, so in this video we will discuss how we can manage the path of our current file. So I will not say of the current file, but how we can work with file directory or current directory or any directory in LabVIEW. So let's start and see what option we got, how we can work with the path. Okay, so we will come to our block diagram, and yes, as we are working on file input output, so definitely we will go there. And here we can see we have one more icon, we call it as a file constant, and then that you can see like there are 11, 11 icons are there. So we will be going all of them one by one, and they are very useful, believe me, and they are very helpful as well. So let's start. First one is a path constant. So as you know, the constant, we have a string constant, numeric constant, boolean constant, all kind of constant. So definitely we want that one we are having a file constant. So what will be the use of those constant, those path of the file? So let me just give you one example. So when we came to our application control, and here we can see open vi reference or anyone. So here you can see what we are having vi path. So in case if you want to open a vi and you want to work with that reference, you know the path. Okay, so you can define that path over here if you don't want to static reference or something like that. So we can work with a file as with path as well. So we have discussed about this open vi reference as well. If you are not watched that video, you can watch it. Okay, so let's delete this, and once again we will go to file input output, we will go to file constant. So what we are having, we are having a file constant. So this file constant is a simple constant as we are having in we have in case of a string. So what we will do, we will create an integer, and also we will see the how that file constant works. Okay, so the type of that variable, what I can say, okay, that type will be a path. Okay, so if you want to go to the property, you can go there, you can see the documentation and all, not necessary here. Okay, so next what we are having, okay, sorry, we need to go there, file constant. Now what we are having, that is very important, we are having current vi's path. Okay, so I will go there and I will create an integrator for this one, and we can name it as current vi path, so we will remember for which we have used it, right? So I'm just deleting this one and we can run this code. So you know I have already saved that vi. If you let me just show you how what I am trying to say. I will just copy it and I will open new uh, vi, and now if I will run that code, and so you can see not a path. Why it is returning as a not a path, means it's a none kind of output, because we have not saved that vi in our directory, so directory will be empty only. Okay, so that's the case, so we can delete this one. So then this is how we can get a current vi path. Okay, now but we have got current vi path. Now what I will do, I will go to that current vi path. Okay, not now. So this will be our current vi path. Okay, now let's check next one what we are having over here. So we will come here and we will see now what we are having get system directory. So this will it will return different kind of system directory, home directory, desktop directory, all. If you want to work with that, then I will click control over here, then I will click create a integrator. So the system directory, it's also interesting thing. So system directory means like we are having multiple options. We can get user desktop, user documentation, application data, user preferences, temporary, public, cache, boot, volume, root, anything we can select from here and we can run that file, right? So all application has been installed to, not all, that LabVIEW application has been installed in program file. If I want to get the home, you can see the home is appearing here. We can check the document, and also we can get all the folder of our system. Okay, so this is how that system directory works. And next what we are having, yeah, so it will return normally a empty path constant. So like if you don't put anything on path constant in this one and this one, so both will return a same. So this will not return a path constant, means it will return not a path, means it will return none, and not a reference constant. So I'm not going to talk about this for now. We will talk it there too later. Now what we are having, the default directory. So that's very important, means if you want to see what we will be getting in default directory, so what do you think what we will get? We will get that default directory. If you will click Control S, means if you are going to save that unsaved vi, then by default that directory will open, means on which directory by default that LabVIEW will consider. So that will be the by default directory. So this will be our default directory, I can say, for LabVIEW. So means if you have not saved your program, you will be working on this directory. Okay, so this will be your current default directory. Okay, default directory. Next, what we are having, we will go there and we will see, like, yeah, default data directory as well. So let's just skip this one. And then what we are having, vi library. Vi library means it's important, like it will return path of our current vi. Okay, let me run it. Sorry, my mistake. This one is vi library. So all the library where the libraries has been installed for LabVIEW, so it will return that path. So yeah, sorry, it is not that much important. We are not going to work with that unless we are going to work with DLL file and all. So in that case, this will be important. Okay, so in that case, we will be using this one vi library. Then we have what we are having. We are having application directory. So this will return our and path of our current vi. Yes, so you can see what we are getting. We are having path of our current vi. Okay, so let's see like what the application of all of them. So I am just going to delete all of them. I hope you got overview like how you can select different kind of directory from there. So let me just delete it. And what I will do, I will just go there and I will go there and I will take application directory, and if we want we can create indicator. Okay, so this will be our active directory. Then what we will go it, we will what we will do, suppose now what we have done, we are in this folder, right? But now we want to create some file and we want to save that file inside that folder. So let me just create, so and what will be the name of save file here. So whatever file we will be going to create, we will save here. Okay, so I will yeah, created files from vi. Okay, so this will be our folder. Okay, so suppose we want to go inside this folder. So for now what we are having, we are having our current directory and we want to go inside that folder. So how we can work with that? So LabVIEW provide one function for that. That function is a build path. Okay, so I guess we will have that here somewhere. Okay, yeah, I'm not remember. Yeah, so we are having this file. Okay, it is in file IO. Okay, so sorry, my mistake, I didn't see that here. So I think it's here, advanced file. Sorry, yeah, this one. Okay, so this is our build path, that is what I am talking about. So what we can do, we can give our base file, and now what we are trying to do, we are trying to create a new file and new, we want to go inside the new folder. So what we will do, we will create a constant. Okay, we can create a constant and we will give the name over here. Then we will create indicator. So in that case, like what we are going to append that path, means this path with this one. So let me go. Yeah, now you can see we are inside the new folder. But if I will create something, what will happen in that case? Like I have given name that currently not exist in our directory. So what will be the output in that case? So you can see it is returning like that. So it, but that mean like if you go there and you will refresh, so we don't know, that path is not there currently, right? But what will happen when we will try to save that file inside, means when we will be saving text file or any CSV file. So in that case, those file in that new folder will be created, new file will be created, so everything works like that. So for currently I will just do Control F, and now we are inside this file. Okay, so I hope you might have got idea how we can select different folder, how we can append the path, how we can go to the another path. Okay, so this is how we can change the path and we can work with it. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you friends, thank you for watching this video.